The first thing Noah Sterling noticed after he died was the silence. No tunnel of light, no angels, no flames, no dramatic revelation, just silence, endless silence. Then he opened his eyes and found himself sitting in a waiting room, a perfectly ordinary waiting room. Gray walls, a row of chairs, a small desk, and a single door. There were no clocks, no windows, no signs, nothing to explain where he was. Only one thing stood out, a small plaque on the door, Second Life Interview. Noah frowned. What does that mean? A moment later, the door opened. A woman stepped out. She looked neither young nor old, neither friendly nor threatening, just calm. She glanced at a clipboard, then looked at him.
Noah Sterling, come in.
The office behind the door was surprisingly simple. One desk, two chairs, nothing else. The woman sat down, motioned for Noah to do the same, then opened a file. Noah immediately recognized the file. It was his life. Every year, every memory, every choice, everything. He sat up straighter, ready. He knew how this worked. This was judgment, evaluation, a final review. He had prepared for this his entire life, his career, his achievements, his accomplishments. The woman smiled, then asked her first question.
How many people truly felt safe around you?
Noah blinked.
What?
She repeated the question.
How many people truly felt safe around you?
Noah hesitated. I don't know. The woman wrote something down, then continued. How many times did you stay when leaving would have been easier? Noah frowned. What does that have to do with anything? She didn't answer. She simply wrote another note. Then came the next question. Who loved you because of who you were, not because of what you provided? Noah felt uncomfortable. These weren't the questions he expected. Where were the questions about success, about money, about status, about winning? The woman continued. When was the last time you were completely honest? How many dreams did you abandon because you were afraid? When did you feel most alive? What mattered more to you? Being admired or being understood? One by one, the questions hit harder, deeper, closer to places he spent years avoiding. Eventually, Noah grew frustrated. Why aren't you asking about my accomplishments? For the first time, the woman looked surprised.
Accomplishments? Those are already in the file. We know what you achieved. What we're trying to understand is who you became.
The room fell silent. Noah looked away, because suddenly, he wasn't as confident anymore, not even close. The interview continued for what felt like hours, or years, or minutes. Time didn't seem to exist there. Then the woman reached the final page and asked one last question, the simplest question of all, but somehow the hardest.
If you were given another life, would you live it differently?
Noah immediately answered.
Yes.
The woman nodded, as most people do. Then she asked, how? Noah opened his mouth, ready with an answer, but nothing came out, because for the first time, he realized something. All his life, he had been chasing outcomes, promotions, recognition, approval, success. but he had never actually decided what kind of person he wanted to be. The realization hurt, because it was true. He spent years building a life, but not enough time building himself.
The woman closed the file, then stood up. Noah looked at her nervously. So, what happens now? The woman smiled. Then she said something unexpected. The interview was never about deciding whether you deserve another life. It was about helping you understand the one you already had. Noah stared, confused. The woman walked to the door, then looked back one final time.
Most people think life is a test. It isn't. It's a mirror. It shows you who you're becoming. The question is whether you're paying attention.
The room began to fade, and just before the world disappeared completely, Noah heard her final words. At the end of life, nobody wishes they had spent more time impressing strangers. They wish they had spent more time being themselves. The truth is, most people are preparing for a future that never arrives. A promotion, a goal, a perfect version of life. And while they're busy preparing, life is already happening. Maybe the most important question isn't what you've achieved. Maybe it's this: who are you becoming while you achieve it?